Hello, everyone. I'm just trying to start this YouTube video channel type stuff. Um, this is probably my second attempt. Um, I started doing I started doing recordings and putting it not live. I'm thinking about doing weekly political video commentaries. Um, thanks for watching. If you're watching, um, peace on you, prosperity to you. I'm hoping the best for you. I'm doing this. I want everyone's living standards to be better. I want to see an end of these wars. I think the biggest thing that's bothering me recently is, first of all, there was over 5,000 troops deployed just in North Carolina. This is happening all over the country. Thousands of people are being sent to a country that does not want the United States there. The government, which was installed by the United States, doesn't want us there. The government itself, so the people really don't want us there. But the government, which the U.S. installed there, voted for the U.S. to be removed. We're not wanted there. And it's been 17 years, almost 20 years over there. It's only it helped start ISIS. It helped ISIS get bigger. It's helping terrorism get better. And then another thing that's really pissed me off, I'm starting to see more with these escalations. Well, you can go into what happened with Iran. You can go out there and see the sources on it. I mean, the State Department's lying mostly. The U.S. was the aggressor at that point. They killed a state diplomat on a peace mission. Soleimani was not a terrorist. Soleimani was the general of Iraq. Soleimani was helping to kill terrorists, which the U.S. conditions by invading have helped created. That's a basic point. I mean, we don't even believe the same stories anymore. People believe the State Department, and that's, or they believe NBC or Fox News. Well, Fox News everyone knows that's a lie. There's only a few complete nut jobs who love Trump and are manipulated by a certain sector of the elite. Production, military-industrial complex, Betsy DeVos, okay. And they're being manipulated by that section of the ruling class just to be like attack dogs. Everyone knows that. Breitbart and Fox, that's obvious. NBC, okay, they don't have the crazy racist rants, but they're U.S. imperialist based. And they're backing, they're mouthpieces of the State Department. Everything they say about Russian media, everything they say about Chinese media, it's all true about U.S. media. Even NPR, even public radio is often used by the U.S. State Department to rally for war, becomes a thing of propaganda. Like if you look, there's tons of documentaries on 2003, the buildup of Iraq, and how they got that war and how that war's continued, and they just outright lie. Media sources outright lie. And they're doing the same thing with Iran. And now I'm looking at reports of U.S. soldiers coming back dead. I've seen 4 or 5 stories. And the first thing you say, thank you for your service. All is what they post on there. It's like, well, if these wars have created more terrorism, how are those wars a service to the American people? And the issue, those wars are not a service to the American people. Those wars help oil companies, bankers, the people that control this government use the military to destroy any and all competition to their power. And it doesn't help the U.S. people, it doesn't help the U.S. workers at all. So those people are dying in vain. U.S. soldiers are dying in vain. They don't die for us. They didn't fight for our freedom. U.S. soldiers do not fight for our freedom. That is a crazy, stupid mantra. Like the U.S. is the best country in the world. By what measure? By what measure the U.S. country? Is it because we have a higher standard of living? It's because we have better education? It's because we have better art? No. I don't see that. So why do U.S. soldiers fight for our freedom? What exactly are they doing there? How exactly does that help our freedom? You always get, whenever you argue this with someone, well, I don't like the wars, I don't like this, and then their response is, well, it was a U.S. soldier that died to give you that freedom. That's untrue. It's completely untrue. U.S. soldiers do not fight for our freedom. They fight for Exxon, they fight for Citigroup, and you just put out some names of some banks and some those few rich families that really control this government and control the media. Those are who they're fighting and dying for. All those dead people in Iraq don't help people here, working people just trying to get by here, none whatsoever. I mean, actually, it's the opposite. Not only these wars create chaos that make us less free, make us more unsafe, kill thousands and thousands of people over there, create chaos, and the reason why it's done is to create is imperialism. Okay, what's imperialism? Imperialism is where one small is a monopoly capitalism. Read Lenin's highest stage of capitalism, imperialism. Essentially, the capitalists become more concentrated their power and their wealth. Usually the finance capitalists, and now oil companies. Usually it's oil bankers running and doing these things. And essentially, the group that's in power and controls the U.S. government kills and destroys anyone with a competing oil company. Libya, nationalized oil company, destroyed. Iraq, nationalized oil. Syria, all countries with nationalized oil companies that the U.S. government, on behalf of Exxon Oil, other oil companies, Chase Bank, destroyed. And we're dying in these wars. Like people down the block, they die. It's insane. It needs to stop. I'm tired of it. If you're just going along with it, like there's massive amounts of destruction and death being done in our name, and it's insane. This is like, you want to know what people would do in the time of slavery, in the time of Nazi Germany? What are you doing right now to stop these wars? These endless, mindless wars that do nothing for anybody here. It makes me madder every day. So recently, with the whole thing that was going on in Iran, Trump went so far that he even pissed off the war criminal Democrats. Now you got people back in the Democrats coming out the anti-war vigils saying, "Oh, maybe Soleimani was bad." Well, that's the U.S.'s complete horrid war criminal. They have no moral judgment on who they do or what they say, and they're saying, "Oh, they didn't get authority through Congress." Well, I mean, the U.S. has been waging massive wars and got authority through Congress for decades. It's insane. The Democrats, the same one mad, just gave Trump $700 billion. I mean, to continue these wars, it's insane. All right, that's my first video. I might start doing these weekly. Thanks, everyone. All right.